We are currently in Wickenburg, Arizona. According to the car thermometer, it's like 96, 98 degrees. It's going to hit 106 today. So what we're going to do is we're driving actually west out of Wickenburg. We're going to a place called the Vulture Mine. This was a mine that was established here by Henry Wickenburg, and it proved to be a huge boon for him. I mean, they got tons of gold and silver out of that mine. So we're going to go there, and the mine is closed, but we'll be able to see some of the old abandoned buildings and such. But it's just an opportunity just to get out and get away from town and get back out into the desert. If you look around where we are right now, you'll see that there's a lot of saguaro cactus. That's the tall ones that grow the arms on them. We've also got some palo verde bushes, some cholla, which you want to stay away from cholla, and some creosote also. Oh, look at this pretty area over here. Oh, those cholla down there, look at that. Just filled with it. Beautiful, beautiful cholla. And over here on this side too, there's lots of cholla. As a matter of fact, I want to just pull over here real quick and get out and just shoot a little video of this because it's so pretty. Here, just stay with me while I'm recording this. Here we go. Let's look over here because we're out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And what you're looking at basically is a wash down here. But all those are cholla that's out through there. Then you can see the saguaro, the tall pointy ones too, out here. It's hard to believe that someone came out here, built a mine, and somehow got rich off that mine, that they knew that, hey, something's out here. Here's some more over on this side, the cholla and the saguaro and the wash. This is a wash through here. So it's just really, really pretty area. Nancy wanted me to pull over here so she could get close to one of these cactus, these saguaros, without getting bit by a snake. And just to show you how big these things are, just look wherever you step. Okay, it's as far as she's going right there. So let me get a picture of her. And you can see on these saguaros, they will live a couple of 100 years. And here's your camera. You can see how tall this one is. There's another one back there. And then this green bush here, that's a palo verde, and then this is a creosote here, and then over, I don't know if there are any over on this side. Yeah, there's some the cholla over here, and even though they look all pretty and soft and cuddly, you don't touch them. You don't go anywhere near them, and it looks like, I just noticed this. It looks like somebody's written something out here in the ground with these white rocks. Because here's a P, and it looks like an O, a C maybe. I can't exactly tell what it says. Unless that's a P and then a D. I can't make out what it says. But that's cool. They'll do that out here in the desert as a way for, sometimes as a way for planes to spot where they're going. So that is pretty cool. And that cactus there, that is a saguaro. It's just a young saguaro. It's only maybe 50 years old, maybe. wind is just kicking up, so I'm gonna get back in the car. But if you look out through there, you can see just saguaros everywhere out of here. It's beautiful. So since it's summertime, this vulture mining area is closed. Normally it is a big tourist area and you get charged to take tours and all that kind of stuff. But Vulture City is what this is. You can see they've got it cleared, they've got it blocked off, but I'm going to get out and walk over to some of these spots and let's see what we can see. All right, we're just gonna look around here. You can see old building over there, some old stuff there up on the hill, and Arizona's largest gold strike was here. You could see some places out in there where, and it looks like there might be somebody doing some work up there, because I know that they are trying to renovate a lot of this and make it look like the old gold town, the gold mine it used to be. So let's walk over this way and see. Here's those big saguaro cactus everywhere, and boy, that's a big rock there, isn't it? It almost looks like petrified wood in a way, but I don't think it is. Let's walk up this way. We got to be conscious of snakes. It could be very dangerous, of course. Don't want to get bit by a diamondback rattler. And there are some snakes that just blend right in with everything. You can see some more structures on up that way and over here. This is essentially just like an abandoned town where a mining facility was. And it's actually really pretty cool looking. I don't know if I would pay the $18 a person just to walk around, for the privilege of walking around. But wow, that's hot. That's a hot rock. But I just think it would be cool to see it. Of course, right now nothing is cool; it's all hot. But it's a really cool looking little area. It's out here in the middle of nowhere. Why would anybody even think, hey, let's dig, let's start a mine right here? Why would anybody even think of that? But he did. Henry Wickenburg, and got very wealthy as a result of it. Creosote bush here. But you can hear him working over there. And Nancy's getting some still shots. And you can see on this saguaro where there were some blooms up there on it. That breeze actually feels good.
It kind of feels like a hot air dryer blowing in my face.
All right. Well, we're gonna take our time going back and stop and get some pictures and some video going back. But this was just a little ride out here. We might even ride out just a little bit further, just to see. But this was just one of those, you know, what are we gonna do today type of days. So we'll drive out here a little bit further and see what all we could see. And I'm picking up another rock and I'm almost burning my hand on it. Ow. All right, and here's one structure right here. It's just all abandoned right there. So we're going to drive on down just a little bit. This ground out here is full of different types of, like,
there's a lizard.
Quartz. Yeah, there was a lizard going across the road there. Different types of quartz and stuff. I picked up a huge piece of quartz for Nancy. We're going to drive over this way just a little bit further and see what else is out here.
Here, I can hold it.
Look at these saguaros here. It's almost like they're hugging each other.
Here.
There's the one that I found right there. Nancy's got her
Kind of
hand.
warm.
It's kind of warm, yeah. Yeah, you could probably have fried an egg on it. Then look up there. There's an old structure up there. If Nancy will roll the window down just real quick. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty cool looking. All right, we've driven a little further down this road. Been spotting some ocotillo type cactus. And I think at one point this road might turn into a dirt road and go through a lot of washings and such. But it's also, I know some people's like, yeah, but it's desert and it's sand and it's cactus. But you know what? It's, to me, it's interesting and it's pretty and it's changing. If you notice through this area we're going through right now, there's not that many saguaros. There's one. So there's not really hardly any saguaros right here. But and then you look out there, there's a couple of more there. But this is just, it's ever changing. And then you've got those beautiful mountains off in the distance. We're sort of, I guess, in like a valley here. And it's just really, really neat. I'll show you out this side of the car and then show you out this side. And aren't you glad you're in here with us where it's air conditioned? Yeah, see, you get to sit back at home and enjoy your nice air conditioning. And we are burning up when we step outside. What do you want to say, Nance?
The name of the road we're on is Vulture Mine Road. Vulture Mine Road.
Vulture doesn't give me a sense of security. No, so we're going to have to look overhead and make sure that there aren't any vultures following us around. But we're going to turn around down here and then head back and then stop at a few places and get some more interesting pictures of some of the cactus. And so we are on our way back from whence we came. And I wanted to stop here and just show you this field of Cholla. And as you can see here on this one, this is a prime example. You see these little fuzzy balls down here in the soil? That's how they propagate. Animals will pick those up inadvertently, and they will drop those in whenever they get them, wherever they can pull them off of them, and a new cholla will grow there. If it doesn't, they just fall off the cholla, and that's why you have these fields here that is just filled with the cholla. And Nancy's over here, and she's looking at this one right here. It's a little one, but you don't want to touch them because those little spines, they're also called jumping chollas. They say they will jump out and attach to you. Here's another one right here. If you look here, all the babies, all in the soil here. You see some more up there. I see some little cholla babies in the soil, continuing to grow, continuing to propagate. And over here, this plant here that's partially dying is an ocotillo. There's another little cute little cholla. That's an ocotillo. This is a mesa verde, and if I'm not mistaken, this is called desert holly or desert mistletoe. I do not remember which one. I'll put it down below here what it is. But these are all different types of cactus in this area. And then over on this other side, you've got the saguaros growing over there, along with the creosote bushes. And Nancy, you're not brave enough just to stick your hand on that and grab one of those? If I give you a napkin, will you grab one?
You go first.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna get back in the car and try to get cooled off again. I just wanted to say, you know, we're in an air-conditioned car. It's 103 degrees outside. When you're outside, your clothes don't feel wet. You don't feel the sweat. But when you get back in the car where it's air-conditioned, I feel my skin getting clammy. I feel my clothes feel like they're getting damp. You know, it's just really odd that the air conditioning puts moisture in the air, which then causes your sweat to appear on your skin, on your clothes. But when you're out there, your sweat is evaporating so quickly that you stay dry. Aren't you glad you're in an air-conditioned place right now? Well, we're getting back close to civilization. How do I know? Because there's a golf course over on our right over there. Right over there. And we are, and that, yeah, there's buildings. But if you look off in the distance, you can see beautiful mountains off in the distance there. And it's been a hot little adventure, and it's just been something just to do. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to have a destination. It's just the fact of like, hey, let's go do this, you know. So we did, and we are heading back, and we're probably going to go back to the hotel room and get a little snack of some kind, and drink lots of fluids, and maybe take a nap. Who knows? But I definitely do not want to be out there on that golf course, even though it's pretty. It's pretty, real pretty over there. But not at 100 degrees right now. So anyhow, it's been an adventure.